Okay, so sorry y'all, if the camera is shaky, it's because I just had a coffee. Let's talk about late stage capitalism and how it affects the music we listen to, the music that is being created. Everything is go, 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 right? We're bright and early for that daily chase, that race. There's also a lot of war going on, a lot of violence, genocide, a lot of pain, trauma, wounds being reopened, people getting triggered, even on the internet too. You know, we got a whole gender war going on, and let's just say we are experiencing a system overload. Have you noticed that all of the artists, mainstream artists these days, musicians, are following this indie sleaze template, this party aesthetic, this party club vibe. Club music is coming back, you know, because let's just go out to the club, let's dance and get drunk and forget all our problems. Now, don't get me wrong, I love club music, I love rave music, especially underground rave music. It's very creative. Like, everything in the underground is creative. And honestly, if you ask me, people in the mainstream, they take ideas from the underground, because the artists from the underground, they are a reflection of the masses. They are a reflection of what the everyday person goes through. And in attempts to continuously relate to the masses, the mainstream famous musicians have to take ideas from the underground, because that's where their relatability is, right? So I will support underground rave musicians, you know, in the club scene and things like that. And there's nothing wrong with listening to that music, going out and partying, but it is something to be mindful of, in the sense of why we are gravitated towards that as of right now. And socially, like sociologically and psychologically, we are looking for a form of escapism through the club scene, the party scene. But also because late stage capitalism, has conditioned us to drown out our thoughts with noise and movement, staying busy. We work, and then if we're not working, we're partying. There's no moment to be still, right? So, you know, since I'm saying all this, I'm saying this as a experimental new age neo soul artist, me, in the neo soul realm, right? And how that affects my music journey, how that impacts my listeners. Don't get me wrong, I definitely have, like, you know, my few very loyal fans who will always listen to my music, right? But my music, to listen to my music, you have to make the conscious decision to slow down. You have to make the conscious decision to pay attention. You have to make the conscious decision to be still. And not only that, but I make music in which the lyrics get you to think, right? Like, it doesn't just get you to slow down, it gets you to think. And I feel like lots of artists like me in this genre, but also just any artist that creates art that has deep meaning to it. It's a hard time being an artist like that these days because people don't want to think. They don't want to think. They don't want to feel, or they don't want to feel the ugly because it's so heavy. But what we're going to experience is a system overload where people cannot hold it anymore. They can't hold all of the trauma, the ugly. Like, it'll get to a point where they can no longer keep it in the back of their subconscious mind. It will come to the forefront of their conscious mind, right? It will come a time. So I guess what I'm trying to say is, although it is hard for me, given the type of music I make, I know that people will always come back to my music. You know? And that's what I want to say for any artist that makes music with deep meaning, music that gets people to slow down. In this fast-paced society, like, you're gonna see lots of people like blowing up off of that, like I said, like trends and styles of art that feed into that lifestyle, because honestly, that's definitely what they want, or at least like the people in power want that. They want us to consume art like that because, like I said, like, it doesn't get us to think. They want us to keep splurging our money on alcohol, drugs, going to the club, and then go right back to your 9 to 5 Monday morning and do it all again. Like, they want that. They want that. I think it's important to be mindful of that if you are an artist who cares. Because it's fun to make music like that, because I be going out, I be partying, I be clubbing, but it's a balance. I can go out and have fun because I have sat in the quiet and I have made peace with uncomfortable thoughts and feelings, and I can process the weight of the external world. It's not because I'm running from anything. I'm having fun because I want to have fun. And there's a huge difference. A huge difference. So if you're a person like that, like I said, it's good to be mindful of that. But also, if you are an artist who cares about pushing us collectively, like pushing the collective forward, it's important to have a balance in your art form. Like, yeah, you can make club music, but also make music that gets people to slow down. Like music in which, like I said, people have to slow down in order to listen. People's attention spans are like so short. It's so bad now. There are young people who can't even watch the rest of this video, who probably haven't even gotten this far in this video because their attention spans are so short. And we can thank TikTok for that, mainly TikTok, because that was the template, right? Like the short clips. I mean, yes, like we had like Vine back in the day, but like the youngins are only on TikTok, like for real. They're like Instagram. I feel like it's definitely like Gen Z and older, but the Gen Alphas, like they're not even amused by Instagram. It's strictly TikTok, I'm telling you. And it's just, like I said, the attention span, very short. Not saying for you to make really long songs, but when you make songs that have meaning, there comes up, you have to have a patience. There should be a patience there. And then what you can do is hook people in other ways. Whether it's how you dress, how you the things you talk about online, how you present yourself online, right? Just being yourself, keeping it short when it comes to that, like content. What I'm trying to say is you can get people to listen. It's possible. It is possible, but it definitely takes a certain level of patience. Because as of right now, people are just so they are so hooked to that fast-paced stuff. And I guess my overall what I'm really trying to say is be a versatile artist. Like that's like be an artist that can do both. Because you don't want to just be an artist that makes like slow stuff. You don't want to be an artist that just makes fast stuff. Because if you're just an artist that makes slow stuff, you're not going to have any fast things to get audiences hooked to you. And if you're an artist that only makes fast stuff, enjoy your ride now, because it's not going to last. Like you might have your little blow up moment or whatever, but then when people are ready to be still, now it's like that club music and all that party music you have, it doesn't hold value to people. People don't want to go to that. And if that's all you can make, then you're cooked. Like, you get what I'm saying? So all in all, maintain that versatility. Understand the ways in which society, understand the ways in which trends and things like that are simply a reflection of our society. Think of all the ways in which we have been programmed, and how that affects what we want to hear, what we want to see, what we want to do, how we want to dress. Be mindful of that as an artist. How do you want to influence the masses with your art? Because to me, the way I see it, I want to get people to slow down, because I think that is the best way to positively influence the masses based off of what's going on right now, is to get them to slow down. So I guess you need to ask yourself, do I want to influence the masses in a positive way that can push us forward collectively, or do I just want to add to add to the chaos? You know what I'm saying? Because I don't think, if you ask me, I don't think we need any more club music. Like I said, like, obviously with moderation, but it's definitely not something that should be pushed. I feel like we are due for, like, obviously I'm biased, we are due for a neo-soul resurgence. We are due for, like I said, like soul music, things that really get you to feel, that get you to slow down. I was gonna cuss, but slow the F down. And I can feel I know it's coming. I know a revival is coming. I see it online and stuff too. I know it's there. It's in people's faces, and people are noticing it, but it's just like, it's not what's popping right now. Like, but what I'm saying is, as an artist, wouldn't you want to be ahead of the curve? Or at least know how to be ahead of the curve, so that when this current stage or trend falls flat, you're already on it. You're already on it. You get what I'm saying? So that's just something to be mindful of. That's all I gotta say. This video is already long enough, but if you're watching this, I love you. And peace.